be nice to have something really creative that you can use in the classroom. All the students are tired, teachers are tired. So having something more creative to keep them engaged will be very beneficial going further. So before I start and we start our session, I wanted to share a very good news from both of our side. So I'll just share a quick screen with you all.
You need to present it.
Yeah. I'm just keeping it like this. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to do this for me because I wanted to have a nice glitters
Great.
falling on us. And in the present mode, it
Congratulations.
doesn't give it. So
And
congratulations, Dr. Varia. Uh,
congratulations, Reshma, as well.
Yes, he is a Google for Education certified trainer now, and I myself also. I also became a Google for Education certified trainer uh, in the first week of November. Both of us received this credential, and I just wanted to let you guys know that 6 months before all this, we never knew what we are going into, what we started, and what we are actually learning, and what it will take us. But believe me, we just got into that group, and it is amazing what resources people share, how talented people are, how your problems get solved, checking into the account, and the group of people that you interact on an everyday basis. So that is why I put up this small note there that the first step towards success is taken when you refuse to be captive in the environment which you first find yourself. So when April, May, we were asked to stay at home and teach from home, that is the point when I started looking into how to do things, how to make sure that I deliver the right lessons, how do I deliver what is required. And that is the point when I actually got into Google for Education. And it just came up one after another. And so I know this is not the final destination. We still have a lot to go ahead, but I just wanted to share. Dr. Varia, what is your view on this?
Yeah, so congratulations, Reshma. And Google for Education certified trainer was never in the thought process of mine. I was already actually level 1 certified, but for me it was, it was not of any much use to me. So I got certified for level 1 on 2017, and my certificate was had already expired. And but there was no reason for me to renew it unless and until this gag concept came into the picture. The moment the gag concept came into the picture, the first thing I did was to recertify myself and then go for the second level certification. So thanks to you, Reshma, for starting this gag concept and motivating me personally for going ahead, marching ahead in this journey. And yes, trainer certification again is a continuation. Probably, as Reshma said, the journey continues. So GEG groups and Google specifically, I would like to mention that we are grateful to them for because they are providing certain very good resources for the teachers. So Google for Education, I have been passionate about Google for Education. Our school already had Google for Education domain since last many years, but it's only through because of this pandemic that we are able to use it. We are able to materialize it because टीचर्स के पास इतना टाइम नहीं होता है कि दो साइड काम करे, वो टीचिंग क्लास में भी पढ़ाए और फिर वहां जाके ऑनलाइन भी पढ़ाए. So it pandemic gave us again a scope to utilize the things and again motivated us to go ahead in this journey of certifications. So here we are. So our so both the GEGs, GEG Pune and GEG Ahmedabad has got now the leaders as the certified trainers. So congratulations to all the members that you have got certified trainers with you. Good.
Yes, and it is all because of you, because we found so many dedicated educators. And just
Yes.
like we said, just start doing it, and you don't know where you can go, where you can reach.
And
So
what we see forward that after the boot camp, we would see more of the certified educators in this group, so that we can be more enriched with certified members and some more new things can be found out.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. And out of the same platform, today we have our own member presenting her expertise with us. So I would like to welcome Miss Purvi Parekh. So Purvi is an Apple certified educator, and I will give her the platform to share more of her details because the list is long and long. I could not put it on my first screen. So welcome Purvi, and I will give the whole charge to you. Please introduce yourself and share your expertise with us.
Hi everyone. First of all, welcome back from Diwali. I hope you all had a great Diwali. Congratulations, Dr. Varia and Ms. Reshma. I am actually a technology enthusiastic person. I love technology and I find this platform absolutely amazing that each one of us can share our own learning and experiences. I'll quickly go to the sharing of screen and I will like to share my screen. Yeah. So today's topic that I'm going to take is about Mentimeter and Canva. Both of them is absolutely interesting and very interactive from the perspective of student. So let us quickly look at it. Like I said, I'm an Apple certified teacher working with an IB school in Mumbai, assistant primary educator. I have dual bachelors, one in science and other in education. And I'm currently pursuing my master's in advanced teaching. You can see this small thing below with lot of badges in it. Yes, I have created that in Canva. Don't worry, you can also do a lot of things in Canva. This is my Twitter handle in case if you want to get connected to me later. When I am learning, I'll go into a presentation mode. When I am learning a new edtech tool, I always ask myself, what is the purpose? Do I have to share some more money? Is it going to be beneficial to me? And what will my students learn out of it? So these are some of the questions that I ask because there is too much available in the online platform and not every tool is accessible and useful. So always check which tool is useful in your classroom. That's very important. So now that we are learning something new, is it, I'm sure all learning is very important, but would that fit in your classroom? That is the question. And would your students be taking it in a positive way? Would they learn out of it? So some of the questions you need to ask yourself. So one such very interesting tool that I found out is Canva. So Canva is basically a free tool. It has free tool and also some of the tools are paid tools. But for educators, there is a free tool and the basic tool is absolutely free. So all you could do is we can do things together. Like Ms. Reshma had mentioned, you could have your devices so you could practice together. See, this Canva is absolutely a very massive topic. So basically, you could learn a lot of things now and maybe experiment a little now and experiment more whenever you get time. So log in to www.canva.com. Yeah, I'll show you all. These are some of the things that I have created in Canva. Yeah. I am directing you all to the Canva page. If you see, there is an option right up called as login and sign up. So you can always log in through your own Gmail ID. Would you like to try that up? Yes. Why don't you all try that up? Just log in through your Gmail ID so you will get to your Canva page with your own Gmail ID. Give me a heads up or a notion that you are able to do it. You could see here, there are different tabs here. Home page, templates, these are absolutely free tabs. You could use them, create a social media, Instagram post. The thing which I showed, I made a Twitter handle out of it. These are personal invitation cards, business cards, marketing flyer, education sheets. You could make n number of worksheets. I'm going to show you all as an exemplar, so don't get worried that, oh my God, there's too much to do. We'll go step by step. Just let me know that you have signed in Canva, because you will require to sign in Canva either by a Gmail ID or a normal sign up. Once you are done, great. If you are done, let me.
Yes, I see chat saying a few people have already signed in. I also signed in on Canva with my Gmail.
Yeah. So let us look about, since now that we have come back and we are again excited to go for our Christmas holidays, and if you wish to make a Christmas card for your students, you could just type here a Christmas card.
So do we search it? Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah. You could search it, and you see the gallery, which
Mhm.
has so many things. You could pick anything from here. For instance, if I want to make this card, I just pick anything from here, and I could edit it. You see this
Mhm.
option? I can edit this. I can change the font. I can change the way I want to do it. And you see on the left hand corner, there are elements. I could use text. These are some of the text which are free. You can see this free notion put on it. These are free ones. You could use them. For instance, if I want to type, say, Merry Christmas, you could type it. You could change the font, you could change the color, you could do, I can add my own, there are gallery, you can add some Christmas things on it. Let's say I want to add another tree. I could do this. I can shorten it maybe. There is a lot of things to explore, and you will find the magical wand once, and as in how you see. You can also add page. You see that? You can add the page, you can delete the page, you can also add backgrounds. Look at the templates, whichever templates you like, you could do that. Are you following it? It's pretty much handy, and you can explore as and how. I can also show you, for instance, I have downloaded a Canva app in my iPad. Yeah.
Mhm.
You could use it as a web browser. You could download it as a app too. These are some of the designs that I have done. I will show it here because it is very user friendly to show you. Since now that we are having Christmas cheer and all of these, you see a plus button below.
Mhm.
I really love this page. You could, like I showed, you could add text, you could import images, anything that you want to import. All right, say I want to import this one. I have added it here. All right. And if I, since this one image I have, I'm just randomly showing it to you all. You could do it the way you like. You can import shapes, any shape that you want to add. You could do that as well. And the most beautiful feature that I like is about stickers. The kids love this. For instance, if you want to have Christmas, see, you see this? See, you have pick this. You have a nice tree. Yeah, you put it. You can change the color of this as well. You could also have the features of adding video.
Purvi, there is a quick question because it's very basic. I
Yeah,
want to interrupt you. Amarjit
yeah,
wants to know, where do you find templates? Can you just tell us the path?
Yes,
Like,
yeah, I got
yeah.
it. Ma'am, I got it. Ma'am,
okay.
I got
So
it.
Okay.
it's quite, you get it on the main page. Still, I would like to show it to you. Yeah. You want me to still go to the main page? These are my designs, but if I want to look at, did you see this? These are, you see those custom dimensions, Instagram posts, logos, whatever you want, it's everything is available here.
Oh, now I know because
Uh,
how people create their Instagrams. I'm still learning Instagram, so
yeah,
probably
it's
that is where.
amazing. You could do that
Okay.
for logo. You could create logos, and I have done infographics. I would like to tell you all that as well, because there's too many things There are beautiful infographics, which one of the examples that I have added, you could edit everything in this and you can create your own. You see this? You could do that. There are options here. Yeah, you see this? You can add pages, you can do shapes, you can use templates as and how you want to create. All you got to do is just look for the things. Go to the main page, whatever you want to see. You see the 60,000 templates, most of them are available for free, and you can edit it, and you can, I have also explored a feature of video. See this recently I had done. You can merge photo, you can create, you can add. As in how you explore, this is a beautiful platform to show. Look for, like we have a lot of educators who would like to work on cause and effect diagrams. So you see this, I have used this for my cause and effect diagram. Fishbone experiment, fishbone diagram. So you have different causes you could change. I had a waste management unit, so I gave the waste management the causes and the effect. So you could use them for infographics, you could use them for creating a greeting card, you can use also for different slides. You have any questions here? You could create one for yourself with basic tools, and you can look for more. Yeah. So that I will also show you all about the pricing. For educators, most of the things are free. Yeah. These are some of the things, business template I had created. And this is the infographic that I created. And with regards to pricing, the pricing for basic is free, which also has more than approximately 60,000 templates. So if you are an educator, and I think that's more than sufficient for all your templates, worksheets. And I believe during the COVID, there was some provisions for teachers as well. So you could log in and through as an educator account. Yeah. Does that answer your question with regards to the, yeah. Do we have any questions for Canva, or should I go ahead?
So
Are
there
you
is a
able to
question.
create?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a question. Can you show us a small example of how to create from the beginning, like a blank template, and then
Yeah,
put
sure, I'll
color
do
or
that.
stickers, right? If somebody wants to have their own kind of.
Yeah.
And then do you
Just
have an idea about
Good evening.
Spark?
go to the Canva app if you have it. So I haven't used, I believe Spark is Adobe Spark, but I haven't myself used it. But some of my friends who are using it have told that it's a good one. So I'm not very sure on Spark, and I haven't found that out.
I would like to comment on this particular aspect.
Yeah.
In Canva, one of the very important feature, I think we may take it, is that you can have a team work together. You can share
Yes.
a design with your group, and the same design can be worked out with a group. I'm not sure
Yeah, it's
about whether
called
it's
as the
possible.
collaborative mode.
Yeah, so I'm not sure whether Spark has it or not, and yet we have a comment in this chat here, is that Spark also adds its own logo in the design you create.
Yeah.
So Canva, it is not there. So you can have your design logo free, which is watermark free of Canva.
Yeah.
Yeah, please carry on.
So one of the things that I will just quickly add. So in case if you want to change this, or maybe you want to add something, image, or say illustration, you could actually change the everything. All you see this free part, you could add that. Change it the way you want to. You could just change the things. For instance, this. I'm just taking the basic
Good
version
evening,
of
ma'am.
it so that you can.
Good,
Yeah.
good evening, ma'am. How we can use this Canva in our teaching? Can you tell
So
us the best way?
yeah, so definitely. So in teaching, you could have some kind of assignments which you can ask your students to do, which could be if you have to create something. For instance, like I showed you all about cause and effect, right? Cause and effect for
Fine, fine.
fishbone diagram. So you could have
Okay.
causes for example, as waste. So what are the causes for waste? What are the effects? So there are different
Okay.
things which you can use it. So they can
And
make it
can we
as
add the video also? Can we add the
yes,
video
there
also
is
in
a
that?
yes. You could add a video. There is an option of adding
Okay.
video. So you could
Okay,
create
fine.
your own creative video and you could add it. You see this option video.
Okay.
You can also add
Yeah.
slides.
Yes.
I'll show you all. I think
So
video would be a very good thing to show you all, because
YouTube also we can put YouTube also.
I doubt, because it also depends upon the file. So ensure that it has that kind of file support. So for instance,
Okay.
if you want to add a video.
Because as I am working with the Padlet so many time in my lecture, so Padlet
Yeah,
allow to put the video also and slide,
yeah,
Excel
yeah.
file, Word file,
Padlet,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah,
Padlet
that is also
itself
best.
is a
Best.
collaborative tool, but if you
Yeah.
understand Canva, Canva is basically a
Mm-hmm.
graphic designing template. So you have professionals who have
Okay.
already created so many templates for you that you just have to maybe
Okay.
modify something as per your class.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
this is a thing. And now if you want to add a video, you could have add an existing video. This is just an existing video that I am adding. Okay, this is my
Okay.
existing
Mm-hmm.
video. Okay, and then I can also
Okay.
add
Okay.
page to it. You see this?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
adding a
Yes.
page.
Okay.
Now in this
So we
page,
can.
I can add in this
Mm-hmm.
page, I want to add text. So I can
Mm-hmm.
add a text.
Yes.
Edit
It's
it.
good. Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm doing. All right. And then if I want to also want to add another page, so I added another page. You see, so you have a video, you have a text, and
Okay.
you also have a illustration. You can keep adding pages. Last I tried, more
Okay.
than 10 pages was possible. And this is the option. You save it. You see that? In
Yeah.
few
Yeah.
minutes it will be,
So.
not even few minutes, few seconds it will be saved.
So it will be converted in the
And
video
you can,
automatically.
yes, it will be converted into a video.
Okay.
And it will ask you
Okay.
where you need to save it. So I usually save it in
Fine.
download, but all, see, you get this option of share. You see this option of share?
Yes.
You could
Yes. Yes.
share it
Yes.
right away. I can share it. I
Okay.
can save the video. Say I'm saving the video. So the video is saved
It's a good
on my
thing.
downloads. Yeah.
Fine. Thank you.
And in case if it
Thanks a
takes
lot.
some time to save, you could also see everything that you do is saved in your templates. See, you see that? It's still buffering
Yes.
because of
Yes.
the internet.
Yes.
You see this video is
Uh-huh.
already saved in my designs.
Mm-hmm.
You see this? See?
Yeah. It's a fantastic. It's a good thing.
Yeah, you could add your voice as well. I haven't
Okay.
tried that, but you can always try and explore, because there are a lot of things. You can see this gallery, which I just had been to Sula, so I thought of I recorded this video. So I added a picture prompt. You could ask your students, in case if they have gone to they have shared a good home Diwali, what they did. They could just put it as a video or as a collage and put it and show. This is a video, and these are the things that I showed. See, I've used the sticker. So students kind of get engaged, and you could also have this displayed in the Padlet. So your Padlet has your entire students collection, what they did in Diwali. Sounds okay to you?
Yeah. 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 It's a fantastic. Thanks.
Yeah, very
Thanks a lot.
interesting. And
It
yeah, just
Yeah.
like Dr. Varia said, it is a great collaborative tool. So let's say you assign a project to a group of students and you ask them to create it on Canva. So you can make their groups, you can ask them to work on that particular Canva page and then share it on the Padlet.
you could do that as well.
Because some teachers are asking
Don't worry.
e-magazines can be made, news can be displayed.
You could make newsletters, you could make everything. Like you want me to take you all to the page again? See, you see there are a lot of things which are available, as in how you explore. See, you see this, just look at it, the kind of things is available. Templates, look at this. In social media, personal, in business, marketing, education, you can create these plans. Storyboard, bookmark, lesson plan. These are the lesson plans. You can edit it. You see this? You can edit it. So many things are freely available.
Ma'am,
As
one
in
more
how
thing.
I want you all
As
to go. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. Yes, as Padlet allowed only, I think 3 Padlets free of cost. After that, you have to
Yeah.
subscribe or you have to purchase the yearly plan, or you can change the email ID so that you can take further 3 more Padlets. So, is it with the Canva also, or it is free forever?
No, like I told you, Padlet itself is a collaborative tool. And this is a
Okay.
graphic designing. So templates you can modify. Like I told you, almost more than 60,000 templates are freely available. So you could use
Okay.
them, edit them. And for educators, due to COVID, there is a lot of provisions. You could use as many as you can. Only like
Okay. But
basic free
if you
account,
want to make,
free account.
uh,
Mhm.
if you want
Go
to
ahead.
make a new one, if you want to make new one, then also we can.
Yeah, you can. Why don't you try it and let me know if you have a
Okay.
doubt?
Yeah, I
You
think when
could
you have
try
to
it.
make a new one, just go on to the blank and you can change the
Yeah,
background, you can add text, you can do exactly the same things. I
Yeah,
really like
ma'am.
just
Yeah.
now
for
what Purvi shared, the lesson plan. It is so important because every time we are typing on the documents, we are trying to make it attractive. So I really like that lesson plan thing, especially for elementary students when you have to let students know कि every day of the week क्या करना है, just to have it on their main page and then you can just share this on your classroom.
and to add on, there are beginners videos as well in Canva. So you could watch how it needs to be done. It's pretty simple. Just pick anything, pick an invitation. If you don't like it, change it completely. Change this invitation completely. How do you do that? Just delete it. Use this template. Just delete what the existing is and import what you want to add. You see this? This is blank. I don't like all of these. For instance, if I don't like it, I just delete it. You see this option above? Delete the element, delete the group. Gone. See, it's your blank template. Now you can add whatever you want to do or like as and how, and you can, if you want to undo it, you get it back. So this works as a blank template as well as the one which you want to edit it. This is a very vast tool. So sit one day, look what you want exactly, and then you can use. You get everything in this. And don't worry, this is a very magical tool. You will just go into exploration once you start doing it. You have more questions, or can I move to Mentimeter?
I just want to ask if we are working on this canvas for some reason we
Can
have to leave our page for some time. So will it be saved automatically, or we have to recreate again, or we have to
no.
first save it and then leave?
So now, like what I said, whatever I do is saved in my designs. I'll show you my Canva app. You see this?
Yes, ma'am.
You see my designs, your designs. So if I pick anything, for instance, I pick this. I've just picked this, okay? And I just
Ma'am, your voice is echoing.
So,
nothing's
Amarjit ma'am, you need to
happening.
mute yourself. Yeah. Yes, Purvi.
Okay, done. Yeah, I added say just a thing to it. Okay, and I somehow my internet crashed. And then what do? I go to Canva. All right. You see this? My design has everything in it. So anything that you open and kind of worked on it will be saved in your design. So you don't have to worry that it is not saved. It will be saved in your design. Your designs will have all, these are all the things that I have worked so far. These are all my designs. So things, you see this? Everything that I have worked on. These are some of the teachers' day messages which my students have given. So I collated them and made it as a Canva poster. This is course. This is just for the educational purpose, cause and effect, fishbone diagram. You could also use this. You can ask your children to work on this. It's a absolutely amazing tool. You get it on infographics. Yes, change is saved. Perfect.
And then we can
Is
also create a classroom, right? Because I remember I had a whole all of my students in one classroom, and then so the teachers don't have to worry about which student posted the work where, and they can just create a classroom and then add all their students in it.
I'm not very sure on that perspective because I have not made a classroom, but however, you could share it with people around.
Oh, okay.
So
So you can,
the
one of them
classroom,
can be the owner and it can be shared with other people.
You would not be, no, it's not a classroom tool,
but
it's a
basically
collaboration tool
Canva
here.
is a, yeah, yeah. This is basically a graphic template designing, which the
Okay.
professionals have already made to make the templates very much easier and handy for teachers. And anyone in the business, marketers or whoever are using the logos, they could go ahead and edit it the way they want to. So you
Okay.
have 60,000 free templates wherein you can just go and edit, make changes, and make it available for your classroom. So a lot of teachers have exhibitions and all of these. So they ask projects like substantial development goals. You want to create those 17 goals. Like if you know, you want to create the goals by yourself. So you can make templates here, you can make changes, you can do a lot of things as and how you explore. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very vast tool. We will have to go one by one, try creating it. Very
Yeah,
Sure.
try
interesting.
creating, and it is easily downloadable. Don't worry, it's an online tool. Everything that you do is saved in your designs, which you can download, you can save, you can download. And if you're using your personal computer, it can be saved in the download option in
So
your drive.
what I would say is that let us, Reshma, let's have a quick assignment. Is we can submit it later. The quick assignment is that you just create a good Diwali card and share it with us in this group, either through WhatsApp or through the email that you have received. You can share it in the email. So what आपको क्या करना है? आपको Canva पे जाके सबसे पहले आपका लॉगिन क्रिएट करना है. तो आपके लॉगिन में जाके आपको एक अच्छा सा दिवाली कार्ड क्रिएट करना है जो आप ईमेल में किसी को भेज सकते हो. This is your quick assignment for Canva. If you're able to
Yeah.
do this, believe me, rest will follow.
Yeah, and it is very vast. You will just love exploring the various things. You see the flyer, poster, the invitation. You will always keep sending it to everyone a new card. Trust me, this is an amazing tool.
Yeah, excellent. And uh, that was nice tip, Dr. Varia, that we all create one card, maybe a Thanksgiving card, because US
Yes.
may it's going to be next week is a Thanksgiving break. So it's a big celebration here where you actually say thanks to and be grateful to whatever it is. So अगर Thanksgiving card है, friends को भेजना है, Diwali card like Dr. Varia said, New Year's card, let's try to create at least one card out of Canva and explore the tool.
And for the teachers who would like to give this an assignment to their students can do it, and they can also ask them to put it in the Padlet as a collaborative tool. So the collaborative tool is your Padlet, and all the students have created, say, a greeting card for one another, and they can comment on each other's greeting card. So you can you use this as well.
Perfect, awesome. I think I'm going to try this. Yeah.
Moving on to another important topic is Mentimeter. I really like this because, like we say, collaborative in Padlet. This is a live collaboration with students, lifetime. It's a lifetime in a way. You are doing it with them, along with them. So I would ask you all, either you go to www.menti.com, put in this code, or you could scan the code from your mobile phone. Anything would work. You will find two questions here. And the first question is a word cloud. So maybe it will ask you three things to do. So this would be your Mentimeter. Just let me know that you're able to operate it, because sometimes I keep the voting off. Just let me know that whether
Sorry, Purvi, I missed the code. It is 4066.
it's there on the screen. It's 4066761.
Okay.
www.menti.com. It's there above. Go to www.menti.com and use the code 4066761. Sorry, I have kept the closing vote. Are you able to access it? Yeah.
Yes, we are able to access, but it's not open.
Try it again. You will be able to do it because I've kept
So
the
it is
voting.
761. The code is 761, not 661.
Yeah. It's there on the screen.
Yeah, but the chat has reflecting something.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you say that again?
4066761.
Oh, sorry.
4066761. But it's not allowing. Please wait for the presenter to open it. See what the message it reflects.
Don't worry. Oh yeah, because I have kept the voting off. Now you may try doing it.
Yeah. So great. The question is not open for voting.
Don't worry. Sometimes what happens is, try doing it.
No,
It
Don't
could.
worry.
this slide.
Yeah.
Okay. You change the slide. Short answer that. To start.
It's asking, ma'am, it's asking us give 2 stars and wish for today's class.
No, it
Sorry?
still says not open for voting.
Yes, I got it.
Not open for voting.
Open voting.
Voting is closed. You need to
I
open
can
it.
see
Yeah.
the voting. Yeah.
Yeah, now it's open.
Yeah. So you will get two questions. First question, how was your Diwali? It's a word cloud.
But even that is not open.
Yes.
I'll show you. Don't worry. First of all, everybody were able to go to the Mentimeter tool. Were you able to go to the Mentimeter tool?
No.
Yes, yes.
Just
The
let me know
website,
where.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it is not allowing
Sometimes
to
it
give
happens.
the answer.
It is allowing. I see toggle results. Yeah. Now check.
Not yet.
I see
open,
five. I
not
see.
open.
Can you see this?
No.
I can see people. I can see people writing it. Give 2 stars and wish for today's class. Can you see people writing it?
No, but you see, even at your screen, it is reflecting voting is closed.
We are
No.
not, we are
It's
not
just an
able to
option.
write
It is there's still
anything.
time.
Right? Beneath the time it shows.
Yeah. No, it will be closed in that time. 1 second.
It hasn't
Yeah,
opened
now,
yet. Yes, now.
now
Now
it
opened.
opened again.
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes there's technical difficulties, but
Again, it is closed.
don't worry. My internet is a little
Yeah, mine is done.
slow.
Mine is done.
You see this? Close
Yes.
voting.
Yes.
If I do the close voting, it gets closed. But however, open for voting. Yeah.
It is working.
Sometimes it happens due to technical difficulties. Forget about the technical difficulties. All you do is you create a collaborative tool, and if you see how others have put in the details, you see, you could ask your class about for any kind of formative assessment, or you have worked on something and you want their reflection. For instance, I've taken this class and I'm asking you what went well in this class, what didn't well in class. So I can get everybody's reflection here, and this is a lifetime. So whoever is writing, I could see them. This is anonymous. Unless I asked you all to put in the names, I could actually see, okay, somebody has written Canva, somebody has written grade, somebody has said that there was technical difficulties. So in Mentimeter, when you are designing this Mentimeter, you share it with the students how I shared with you all. But again, you can only make 3 slides. This is called as a bubble, and you could see this as a question, and all the people who have given the answers could be seen here. And the first one was, see this, word cloud. As in how you upload, as in how people are typing in, I can see it. So you can always ask your children, how was your Diwali? So they say, it was good, it was amazing. So here I've given each one to give 3 chances. 3 words maybe. So you could have 10 words for first student as well. So in Mentimeter, you get only 3 question as free. Otherwise, it's a paid. So in a class also, when you plan your lesson plan, maybe a 30 or a 40-minute, 2 or 3 questions are more than enough. You see this?
Yes.
And you can extract this result. And you can share it with your students. You can upload it if you are using any kind of collaborative, or if you want to communicate with your students' parents. We use Seesaw, but you could use
And
anything. Yeah, you want,
ma'am,
I will show you all how it, yeah.
can we know that who has written this great or beautiful? The student name, can we know?
You could do that once you download the result. But again, for that, you will have to tell your students to put their names. But this, something like this, you could always have like, as in, you could ask them directly also, but in the result, it will show as anonymous, how much I recollect.
So I use polls everywhere. So there is a tab on that which says that the results can be anonymous or they need to sign in. So do we have any option like this? Because they have to sign in with
Yeah.
their name and then only they can enter the answer.
But all I could remember is when you are not putting in your name initially, there is no, like in polls everywhere, if you see, you have a tab of putting your name. But here, when you enter, you directly enter with the logins. So unless and until you put your name, it will not be visible.
Okay. But I think
And
it will be nice for a review also.
Yeah.
So let's say we are reviewing a
Yeah.
lesson and we want to know the vocabulary words,
Yeah.
we want to know synonyms, antonyms. So
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. So for this question, this is an open-ended question. First was a word cloud, which you wanted to know in general how was Diwali. But this is specifically an open-ended question where I want to know what went well and what didn't go well. So I could have a doubt, or if I want to explain an individual student, I would ask them, why don't you put your name? right? So I can always go and confirm with the child if he or she had a problem. So in open-ended questions, can you hear me?
Yes.
So in open-ended questions,
Dr.
in
Vadia, I
open-ended
think you will have to just mute yourself. Sorry.
Okay.
yeah. So in open-ended question, you could ask your students to add their name. So it is also good for peer, peer evaluation also. Yeah, that's a very good thing that some students would not like to say in front of the everyone. That's correct. Do you want
Like
me to
if
show
we
you?
want to just ask the students that what difficulty you are facing in the chapter or something like that, so at least the teacher will come to know without knowing the actual name of the child, but in a class the teachers can come to know that what is the difficulty or what is the
Yes.
thing which they have understood or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
great.
is a very valid point. Yes. So in general, I will as an educator know what really went well in the class, what is the basic problem the child is facing. And the child is also happy that anonymously he has told you all what difficulty he has. This can also work as a self-reflection tool. Yes. Do you want me to quickly show you all how to make a Mentimeter? So maybe you could
Yes, that will be nice. Yeah. So I even
so like
recall when you said reflection, there is something
yeah,
called as 3-2-1. So that means
yes.
you ask the students what three things they learned in the lesson, two things, uh, two things that they will like to learn, and one thing that they had difficulty with. So it's called the
Absolutely.
3-2-1, and it's a very, very
Yeah.
good reflective method of understanding what the child got it or not.
Yeah, it is a strategy. See, now what you do is go to mentimeter.com because you want to create a interactive presentation. This is an interactive presentation tool, and I'm again saying only 3 questions are free. So, like how we logged in into Gmail, you will have to have a Gmail ID sign in. Since I already have presentations, I go to my presentation. Okay. Now you see above here, new presentation and a new folder. I go to new presentation. Say I would want to say just today. I create a presentation.
Madam, I
Now,
want to ask you one question. Are these 3 questions per day or how?
yeah, you could make n number of presentations. Like I said, in one presentation, you can only have 3 questions
Okay,
in one presentation.
okay.
But I have made couple of presentations over a period of time. But in one interactive slides, you can only have 3 questions. Okay. So now, like I have so many popular questions. I use word cloud because word cloud is a very good to see and a visual prompt. Like, how did your Diwali go? It wouldn't, I mean, open-ended question is also good, but a word cloud will reflect a lot of things. So if you want to have a multiple choice questions, you could go ahead and ask, say, for example, what is the capital of India? Then you give here options, say Mumbai, say Punjab, or say New Delhi. All right. And then you have the option, you have another option of adding it as well. And then you have to decide which way you want to show a correct answer. So then you will show here as a correct answer. You see this? So this will be correct answer marked. And you won't allow these students to have multiple options because this is a very straightforward answer. You cannot have 2 answers for this, right? This is one question, then I add another slide. Say you are also very much interested in creating a word cloud. So you say, how was your day? So to Monday you go to school and you say you want to generally check the mood of your student after Diwali. So you say, how was your day? And you saw many people giving more answers, you could have here one person having only one entry, or maybe you could have one person having 3 entries. But let the participant submit multiple times. You don't want the participant to submit multiple times, so you will not take it. I'm showing you a different pattern so you could explore it. See? So it's my bad, you can only have 2 questions, not 3 questions. See, you see this free slide now. For the third slide, it is showing you go and look at the pricing. So in one interactive slide, you can only have 2 free questions. And how do you share it? You see this option, themes. In case if you want to use any of your theme, their themes, you could go ahead and use their themes. There are some good examples. Excuse me if I'm going too fast, because I want you all to see through this, because you can go ahead and do a multiple exploration by yourself. You can see a lot of things which are available. And how do you configure it? See, sometimes what happened, you saw that my slide, sometimes it was getting locked, sometimes it was getting unlocked. It was also due to internet issue. And if you keep audience, there are 2 paces, presenter pace and audience pace. If you want to be a presenter and you want your students to be in one pace and attend only one slide all together, you could do that. Audience pace, as in they could do it quickly, one question and go to another question as per your convenience. Then you don't want students to have questions from students, you could keep that off. If you want, you can have them on as well. I didn't keep any moderation because I wanted them to be a participating in the collaboration. You want, you could do that as well. See, there is an option of quiz slides starts manually. If you don't want that, you can keep it as each question. Profanity filter is something that I always go ahead and do, as in unwanted things would be automatically rephrased. That is also a very good thing. And now how do you share this? Like I showed it with you all. You could go and share. You see this participation code? You get a code. I can share this code. There's a QR code also which is downloadable. And presentation sharing, there is a link. There is a live link. So I usually embed this in my presentation so I can directly show you all what is actually the results. I know it's a little heavy for you all right now, but go ahead and practice this. Make most of it, try different slides and ensure that you are sharing it. See, what happens is sometimes what I have found out from my experience, sometimes if you forget to keep the voting as closed, we can have that problem. Others may not be able to join. So keep your voting on and share it. Keep the codes handy. You can just go and quickly see. You can see this. Go to www.menti.com and use the code. It's already displayed. And the best part is, you can exactly see this below. Results are hidden, the person kind of a thing. It will show your students count. For instance, there are 20 students in my class and one student doesn't want to answer. You could ask, I can see a lot of students, where is the other person? You could do that as well. And you see this option here, exit, minimize, show results, close voting, start countdown. Like, you can say, okay, now students, it's only 1 minute. You have to finish this in 1 minute. So you could see this, right? Then if you don't want to actually kind of display this, but you want to show the voting instruction, you could do that as well, like I showed you all. This is a very good interactive tool, and trust me, you could create numerous things in it for collaboration. You see this? You can just quickly close this. You can show results, vision gone closed. You can cancel this. You can work on this. So nobody has even yet answered it. Capital of India. So as and how students will give answer, the graph will go ahead. See, this is a word cloud. So now on a Monday morning, your kids are still feeling tired. So you could ask, so how can you all be engaging in the class? So you can experiment a lot of questions. And again, this will be saved in your Mentimeter gallery. I'll just exit this.
Yeah, I think it is very good for daily check-ins, like while the students are logging in, everybody's setting up, you just post a question so they start getting engaged in the lesson.
Yeah, you could do that. And these are popular questions. You could have a quiz, you could have a word cloud, open-ended questions, question and answers, ranking, lot of things. I remember I had done read aloud, so you can also impart a video in it. You can use a video, you can ask, you can pause the video, and then you can have a word cloud for synonyms. What are the difficult words, or what are the most appropriate words that you all have found? So you could do that as well. So this is a very good tool. Try using it, and I'm sure you will like it, and your kids will find it very engaging. Like after your teaching point, you can give them like a 5 minutes, okay, we are into an interactive session, so you could see the engagement level going really high.
Yeah, I think, and at this point it is very important because now students are getting used to just lectures in the class. They know, they just turn off the video and doing something else. So I think if they are given some assignment where they are interacting with other people and they can see the results, I think it will help them stay busy and be attentive in the class.
And one more thing, there is no as such number of people who could be doing this Mentimeter at the same time. I had read it's more than 2,000 people who can do it together. So you can have an entire collaborative class who could participate in this. See, look at the number of things that I have done. This is what I spoke about. This is a quick thing. So this is a very good read aloud by Mr. Obama and Mrs. Obama. It's called as the word collector, which I did, and it went really well. I have imported a video in this. And the next thing that I wanted them was the 3 words that appealed to them the maximum. So we also know that the students are actually paying attention. You don't tell them that I'm going to ask you all this question, but you could always put them in another slide. And they really enjoyed. You can pause the video, you can ask them take notes, and then you can always have them as your synonyms. And it really works well. They enjoy it. It's again a good engagement. So you could use that.
One question we want to ask here. Excuse me, sorry to interrupt you. This is the video we will insert in one slide and the question in the other slide. Yeah. So we need to pause the video where we want the question, or the student will look to full video and after that the question. That is what
you could do that. In that case, you can always keep it to the presenter mode. Like you saw, there was this option, presenter space and audience space. So you just have it as a presenter space. So now the child won't be able to go through the other question. So you decide how you want to do it in your class. Maybe you would want them to pay attention right now, and everybody is on the screen right now and looking through the video. You're pausing, reflecting, explaining, and then you stop. And then once you're done with everything, you give them to go to the another question, this question. You could do that as in your convenience.
Excellent, excellent. That was very, very useful, Purvi, to know that you can have the presenter pace so that students don't go ahead.
Yeah. That is a very good thing. That keeps us at the center of this tool, so we can have exactly what and how we want to present, and try to explore. Lot of things are available here. I may not be able to cover everything, but there is the option, like you can just go ahead and do a lot of things. So you see this, lot of things are given here. There are advanced questions again, but the advanced is all paid up things. So just look whatever is available and see, like I had these are new features, and I'm sure I'm going to try this up again.
Yeah, I know we would have loved to go over all of them because, as you said, they are very explorative. But
Yeah.
it is like very vast, and I think it's a nice idea to get an overview of what we can do, and I'm sure all the educators will try it. And feel free to reach out to Purvi. She's in our GEG Ahmedabad and GEG Pune group. Anytime, I hope Purvi doesn't mind questions whenever
I love
we
them.
get stuck. So just feel free to
I
contact
stopped
her.
sharing.
And she has shared amazing resources with her, which I'm sure will help us in our own classrooms going further.
Yes, Canva and Mentimeter are one of the, two of these tools are very useful to the educators. Mentimeter is especially for fetching the reflections or engaging the audience. Mentimeter is really wonderful. Canva is really creative. As a matter of fact, we are using Canva for designing certificates for our online contest for the students. So it's very quick thing. The teacher will announce the contest, and we keep the format ready. Those students who win the contest, we quickly just enter the name, create more pages for it, and just before the class finishes, we just submit the certificates. So it's quite instant gratification. It boosts the audience and boosts the students. So this is the way we are using Canva for our students.
Yeah, and
it has got
our
many more features. Yeah.
Our teachers are excellent students. They have already started posting the homework.
Yes.
So Deepti ma'am, Payal ma'am, very beautiful
Great.
posts. And Amarjit is asking where should they send it. Amarjit, just feel free to post it on our group or
WhatsApp
just
group or email to us, whatever.
or email to anybody of us,
In
or
the
just
group.
send an email to the Google Groups. I want everyone to start using Google Groups. It is more interactive. You can post your questions there. People try to answer, whoever knows the answer or has time at that point. So just post it on our Google Groups. That will be great. So everybody is posting their creations. So Purvi, you
Canva
already
creation.
have.
We got very good students with us today.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
And you will come to such kind of exploration that sometimes even we would not know. So I'm a learner,
Yes.
so go ahead and share it with us, so that we would know you have done a lot of research by yourself, because there's so many things that which I must have not covered and which you would have discovered. I would be very much eager to know about your discoveries.
Yeah, and I will like to share a small thing which one of our members right now posted, and she made a beautiful card saying thank you for such an informative session. So it is excellent. I'll share it in our groups. I've downloaded it, and I'll download everybody's work from this, and I'll put it together and put it on our group. So very beautiful, Riddhi also. She posted the Happy Diwali thing. So excellent. I think we are ahead of our time. I know it's dinner time in India.
Yes.
So thank you all so much. Please post your questions to Purvi or in the group so anybody can answer. And those who want to wait for a little information about GEG APAC, I'll be here for another 10 minutes so we can discuss if you have any questions or any more inquiries about it, because it's just in 15 days. We would like to give you a little time to quickly register and then discuss more things about it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Purvi, and all the educators. And I'm
Pleasure
stopping
is
the
all mine.
recording now.
Sure.
Ma'am, I posted in the